Okay, we have sound now. We definitely have sound now. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Mafia Roundtable. Sorry, for some reason, I know I scheduled for 6:15. I went on live, and just the volume wasn't working. So I don't know if it's a glitch with the YouTube channel or on my computer, but I have to go direct live. So that's what happened. Yes, I'm back on. Folks, wait till you hear all this BS that I went through just a little while ago. But we'll redo a story then. So I'll tell it and see how accurate I am with my thoughts, my wording, and stuff I'll mention. But you find people's true colors. That's for sure. Let me start with, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I did say it. So glad to see everybody's coming back on. And here we go. Now it'll get even more juicier. So, and you know what, folks? I took down the other video because right away I got a text message from Jeff Napoo. Napoo. Please take the video down where you use my content. I'll ask nicely, then my ad company will send copyright removal. It's not your content, and there's rules in place against this. I won't go public. No need for it. I don't take and use your content. I expect the same respect. I said, Jeff, have a nice day. I did not show your content. And right away, I called my attorney. So I have them on call 24/7. And she says, yes, even if you play it, and I'm not going to play back and forth. So he says, it doesn't matter. So basically, I called him. I said, oh, okay, go ahead and rat LMAOs, because that's what Jeff's now is doing. They want to talk about rats, stand-up guys, but over that. So again, he got salty. So then I called him. I had a few choice words for him, and then I blocked him. So I have to deal with him. You know what? But I'm going to tell it the way I want to tell it now. I was being kind with my words. I always held Jeff to a high regard. But after today, you know what, Jeff? The interview you did with Hector Pagan is disgraceful, disgusting, and you should know better. Are you that desperate for views, for people to come on your show? I held you high. I thought you had integrity, respect for yourself. Wow, you put a scumbag garbage can on like that, Hector Pagan. And people, I'll go into it for the people that don't know, because I had to take the video down because Jeff was going to claim copyright infringement. Um, you know what? I never filed any copyright, never went after anybody on YouTube. Anyone, no matter what anybody said, I filed a lawsuit. I didn't file a lawsuit. E.g. Vodka filed a lawsuit against somebody for disparaging remarks. People call me a rat, a scumbag, a lowlife. I'm cool with it. I never, and I thought Jeff was better than that, but he's not. He's not. He's that desperate to have Hector on and not ask tough questions or disregard what Hector has done, which is public knowledge. People, do you know with Hector, when he cooperated, he told the government he'd wear a wire. Federal prosecutors, and then he talks about in an interview about how he didn't hurt anybody, how the people that went away because of him only got a few years, 6 months, 2 months, 4 months, 8 months. You know why, people? because the federal prosecutors were reluctant to put him on the stand. You know why? Because Hector lied to them. And once he gets on the stand, it would be known. Hector shot somebody in the leg. They did a robbery, shot the guy in the leg. And Hector told the government it was one of his co-defendants that shot it. Hector says he didn't shoot it. He wasn't the guy who did the shooting. It was one of his co-defendants. So yes, the government was reluctant. They put everybody who had a case they had on, offered them sweet plea deals, way below the timeline they were looking at, just to get guilty pleas. So Hector Garbage Can doesn't get on the stand. But you have people like Jeff Napoo actually protecting him, putting him out there, thinking like he's the next coming in the genre. Okay? And then Hector, what pissed me off most of all, said the reason why he told was because his co-defendant, Richie Riccardi, was going to tell on him. Listen, Richie Riccardi's doing life in prison because of Hector. Hector was the one who told the government Richie shot the guy when Richie didn't shoot the guy. It was Richie Riccardi, Ronnie Petrino, and Nicky DiCarlo. Nicky DiCarlo died of a drug overdose. They were all using drugs, partying. And so was Junior. Junior, I was away with in the Woodsack units. Stone cold junkie to the max. He was on so many meds in there. We called them Thorazine shuffle. That means people could barely walk. They're zombies. Didn't shower for days. Disgusting. And Jeff Napoo wants to promote this guy, stick up for this guy, like he's the next coming. So with that, Junior testified in one trial against Richie Riccardi, who's actually the son of Christy Tick, which Christy Tick had, I guess, with his girlfriend, and Ronnie Petrino. I did time with all three, Richie, Ronnie, and Nicky. Nicky in Lewisburg, Ronnie in various prisons, Allenwood, Schuylkill. We were all over together, even in MDC Brooklyn when I caught my case. And Richie in Cumberland, Maryland. All stand-up guys, 100%. And you know what? I got to give it to them. And to put a bad label on somebody that's doing life that you gave life to, you're a piece of shit, Junior. And you know what, Jeff? You're just as bad. You're just as bad. I lost all respect for you after tonight. You're going to tell me to take down a video because I used your verbiage in there. I played the recording. That's okay. I'll come back out. You just lost somebody who was truthful to you, who would always help you out. And I see your game. Now I know why Barstool dropped your ass. Stupid ass. Anyway, do you see I'm hot? But it's all good. And really, it's disgusting. What other notes do I have? I'm allowed to read my notes. So, and really, it is a shame. It is a shame. So at least I could say one thing. You know, all these commentators out there, these people, they think they're reporters like Jeff Napoo. He's a reporter. Not a reporter. A reporter digs for the truth or tries to. Jeff, you're just looking for views or have somebody on new, like you know everything. You know why? I lost a lot of respect for you after tonight. So you just, now I see why Joey Molino walked away from you. Didn't want to have you on. Now I see. But, you know, he knows better because you guys are from Philly anyway. But it's just ridiculous. And Junior wore a wire way longer than 4 days, folks. He said in the interview he only wore the wire 4 days. That's another lie. I didn't want to hurt my father-in-law. You're the one who gave your father-in-law the case. Your father-in-law just came home from prison, and here you are wiring up. Then you'd say, you made an innuendo, Junior. Joe Messino saved you. And then at the end, you stated that you were looking at 4 life sentences. You had 4 bodies, Junior? I didn't know that. Hope the government knows that, though. Hope they know that. And again, Junior's talking about with kids, just wound up arrested again. I don't know for what, because I really don't troll people's history. But you know what? Jeff put out there when I told Jeff that Junior was lying. Dom, that's your opinion. No, Jeff, that's not my opinion. I was with Junior in the Woodsack unit. So was Sammy the Bull. So is Joey Caves. And the only thing they could ever say about me, I acted like a punk against Joey Caves. He was always picking on me, and I was backing down from him because I didn't want to get in trouble. After I put that kid in the hospital, they told me next person I put my hands on, they're going to rip my agreement up. That's why I never had an altercation with Joey Caves, but he punked me every day. Every day he was on me. And there was one time he tried punking me and he saw like I was just in a bad mood. I said, F this, come on. And he stayed back, like smirking, like, yeah, oh, I'm getting to you. No, but come on. You want to go? We go. And he didn't go. But thank God I wasn't looking for it anyway. That's the only thing anybody could say about me as far as in the units. And Junior's even saying, yeah, I left the unit. I left the witness protection program. I went to the institution, to population. Made it sound like population. And the ABs accepted me. I told them my story and they accepted me. They just said, we have to secure the tables, the TVs, and this is our section, but they accepted me. But Junior, you failed to say you were in a dropout yard. The ABs that accepted you are the same ABs that accepted Sammy because you all were rats. All the ABs in there in the dropout yards are rats. They're no good. They can't go into population. So yes, birds of a feather flock together. So that's why you were accepted, Junior. And Sammy too, with his Odin tattoo. Boy, these guys, like, they're legends. And Junior talks about, well, I'm here. I'm sick of hearing war stories. Junior, you're making up stories. You just a drug addict. You talking about you had sit downs with captains and underbosses? Who would say you were a junkie on the street? You're not even Italian. Who would sit down with you over a sit down? You know what a sit down is, folks? A sit down is when there's a beef, when an altercation occurs or a situation arises, and two mob guys of different families have to sit down on behalf of the civilians or the guys around them or around the associates, or it has to do with other mob guys. But Junior sat down with Mafia men because they respected him because he's Junior Hector Pagan, a boxer. Come on. This is how much medication this guy's taken. He's out of his mind, lost his mind, and Jeff is right with him. Really. And people, I'm sorry I had to take down the video, but Jeff did tell me that I used his content. He was going to write up a complaint. So you know what? I just took it down. I saved him the trouble. I asked my lawyer, is he right? She said, yes. Cool. I'll respect that, but you're not going to hit my freedom of speech. So I'll come back on, and that's it. So we'll go into Jeff. Oh, yeah, no, I saw Jeff. And you know what? My wife said, Dom, stop giving these guys so much confidence. Stop giving them confidence. You don't need them. They need you. Stop saying they're nice guys, they're this, they're that. They're using you. And Jeff's another one. He's a user. I know that. So, but you know what? I don't have to come up with an opinion. I don't have to listen to somebody come on my show and hear what they have to say. I was there. I was there with Junior when the government was going to rip his agreement up because he told the government Richie Riccardi shot the guy. Then Junior also said, and I forgot to mention this on the first show, so I'm glad I'm back out. He only hurt people in the life. He used my line, but my line is true. This guy was an innocent guy. He was a check casher. Yeah, he was around somebody, but he was one of those street check cashers. You shot him in the leg, and it was an accident. It was an accident. The shooting wasn't an accident. The killing part was. Shot him in the leg, it hit an artery, massive artery, and the guy bled to death. But Junior, for him to put that murder, that shooting on another person when he did it, that's the lowest form of a person. I thought ratting was bad. That's even worse. That's even worse when you do that. And Jeff Nadeau is aware of that. He's too sharp. He's way too sharp. He does his research. He stroked Junior all day long, accepted it. Like Junior was this, that, and the other thing. Shame on you, Jeff. Shame on you. Really. I held you up here. Now I look at you, you're on Junior's level. Now I see why you were dropped by Barstool. I see why Joey Molino didn't want to go on your show. I see. Now I understand. Really. And if you want to go back and forth with me, we go back and forth all day long. Call me a rat, a snitch. But you know what? I put my work in. Never back down from anybody. Anybody. So, you just really, you just, in my eyes, what you just did, you're a piece of shit. So I'll answer some questions. Folks, we're coming out February 14th. February 14th will be our year anniversary. And stay tuned. Stay tuned. I have something nice, and it'll be something in memory of Quiet Dom Cirillo. So the boss, the acting boss of the Genovese crime family. May he rest in peace. My condolences to his family. I love the guy. Never spoke about him, but we have a lot of stuff that will be coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. February 14th, we will be live coming out. And I might have somebody on the show too. Boy, we'll go back into it. Moji boy, David, thank you. Since I have to do it all over again, this is my gift from David. He gave me a fish in law. That's when we hit 20,000. I received it in the mail. Thank you so much. I love it. And you know what? The funny part, I thought like the Sopranos with Big Pussy, the fish that sang. So, but thank you so much for the gift. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you, David. And again, my condolences to Chloe. Her father, Lewis, passed away. And it's strange. He's texting me, calling. And then 1 minute, like, I didn't answer him. 2 days later, she called me. Her father passed. I'm like, oh, my God. I felt so bad. My condolences goes out to her family. Zach, thank you for the contribution. Did you know or hear about Hector on the streets? Yes, this is what I'm talking about. I knew Hector not on the streets. I met Hector in the Witsack unit. Hector was a stone cold junkie on the streets. That's the reputation he had. He was definitely a robber. He would go. I heard he was pretty tough. Never went at it with him. Just never even met him. But he was very close to TG. That's Renee's father, Graziano. And he did all the work. Yeah, excuse me? It's up. It's working. That's the other one. I had to redo it. There goes Maddie again with the volume thing. We got her again. That's the old one. Maddie, get out. My cat's going to come in. Thank you. Oh, my God. I can't get a break. Timothy, thank you for your contribution. Yes, I'm back. Folks, listen. Okay, so back with Junior. Drug addict, stone cold drug addict, and that's all he is. On the street. I heard he did some work for TG, or so he said. I don't know how true that was, but him talking about there was an indictment coming down, and folks, use common sense. If there's an indictment coming down about bodies, because that's what he's talking about, a big indictment where I would have been facing life sentences. So I wore a wire to protect my father-in-law so he doesn't get time. And because I wore a wire, that's why he got so little time. Makes no sense at all. Government's not going to take an indictment off, especially if they have your own bodies. TG never killed anybody in his life. Okay, that's a fact. If he ordered Junior, I don't know. Those are things I don't know. Junior made a reference that, Joe Messina could have buried me. Really? You don't think Joe Messina would have? He buried Vinny, buried myself. He's going to save you? Like you're this god in the Mafia? Come on. Anyway, it's just a joke. It really is a joke. So let me just put this on silent. There we go. But folks, just so you know too, I'm back. Had just recovering, taking it easy. I was 24 hours away from dying. In the hospital 6 days. They had me on liquid diet. I lost like 20 pounds. But I'm starting to feel better, about 80%. I'll be back in the gym next week. And that's it. So just coming back. Survival. Like I tell everybody, the guy upstairs and the guy downstairs, neither one of them want me yet. They're like, F him. Leave him where he's at. We don't want him. So, and it's funny. Hector, I'm going to go back into it. Hector talks about helping kids. He's tired of people talking on the internet. Helping kids. You just caught a case. You're out a hot minute. You just came home from jail. You're still on probation. You're out a hot minute. Really? You're going to be a role model for kids. A garbage pail like you. If you're incarcerated and you're doing pills I mean, he did more pills. If I took those pills one night, I would have an overdose. My system's clean. That's how much medication he was on. If you're on that stature, if you have to live like that, what are you going to do on the street? You're not going to go to the oxycodines. You're not going to sniff. Listen, all the guys he was with were using drugs. So he was just known as a drug addict. And that was it. So let me answer some questions again. Hector was on the streets from the 90s, 2006. I think you had no run-ins with him. Yeah, Xavier. No, I didn't. But I'm sure Renee's going to come on James Cole's show, so you can watch that. And you know what? I have things with Lee Cole that I don't care for. Never once did he come back. And you know what? He's constantly with the Joey Molino stuff, not talking to rats and this and that. Cool. That's their opinion. I'm okay with all that. But you know what? From Lee to Jeff to Bernstein to Weinstein to Heinstein to all of them out there, nobody ever put work in. Can't talk shit. You can only speculate. You could sit back. Because of people like me, Scars, A-Light, Gene, Franchise, Sammy. That's the only reason why you guys are on here. Because of us, guys like us. Without us, you have shit. So keep on riding Joey Molino's jockstrap. Keep on hanging on it. Because he's just a little degenerate. He's another one. Like, woo, Joey, woo. You know, it's a joke. It really is a joke. But you know what? I came on. I'm going to keep it real as I do always, always, always. And you know what? Junior was a nice guy. He is a nice guy. Seemed like it. The time I spent with him, we spent about a year, maybe over a year. And, nice guy. But it is what it is. Wasn't confrontational with anybody. Just liked his meds. If you told him you had coke, heroin, he'd be doing it. That's just the way it is. So Cornbread says, Jeff Nadeau likes BS. Jeff Nadeau is BS. After what he pulled tonight, and I told him, so you're going to rat? You're going to rat. You talk about rats, but now you're going to rat. Wow. He got sensitive because I played his voice. That's copyright infringement. So you know what? I took it down. Cool. If my lawyer would have said, no, it's not, I would have kept it up. And then we go to legal battle. But I'm okay with that. So now what's he going to say? I'm going to hit him for defamation of character. What's he going to say? So, and he's not going to go public. That's what he told me. He's not going to go public. Don't threaten me like that. Like I'm afraid you're going to go public. Go public all you want about me. Say anything you want. It's open door, brother. Open door. I have thick skin. And the reason why I haven't been on, I've been sick. I'm trying to get better first. I have to get better for me to be on. So that's just the way it is. So let's take some comments. And as we go, we'll have it. Hey, Sizzle, good job. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm back. Good evening, Dom, from Raleigh, North Carolina. Mosey, I know you are. Let's see. Okay, yes. Who else we have? ZG. Excuse me. Why would Jeff not want you to play his stuff? It's public. You know why? Because Jeff milked the show. Jeff is so hard up for ratings and subs again. He milked the show. He put a scumbag lowlife on his show, lying trash bag, trash can, garbage can, as John Gotti Jr. would say, trash can on his show, and he milked it. He milked it. Junior lie after lie after lie, let it go. So that's why. And really, I lost all respect for Jeff, all respect after this one. So, who do we have? Detroit. Detroit. As bad as Napoo may be, Napoo is 1,000 times the man Carnice Jeff is. Okay. You know what? I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I don't know about Carnice. I never spoke with him. And, just it shocked me what Jeff did tonight. I always liked him, always held him in high regard. My wife actually said, Dom, watch these people, watch them, stop saying they're nice, you don't know them. And she's right. She's right. Befriended too quick, but it's okay. ALK Napoo, I'm guessing, wants to do a follow up interview, perhaps. Who knows? Definitely. So he's going to stick up for his garbage can because he thinks of the ratings because of Mob Wives. We have Junkie Boy on, who's just a liar, give people cases. And he's like, oh, I did it for the money. Ha, ha, ha. Tried to get all the money I can. We were in jail, folks. Let me tell you something. He was telling Sammy and I, sitting down in the cell on his coherent days that he was alive, he got out of the bed. Oh, I got money. I have 150,000 in this tow truck company. Yeah, we tow trucks and we also flatbed. Or what is it? Caravans where all the cars load up on that they go cross country. Yeah, we have that. The guy's trying to rob me. That's where I put my money. All this BS. I mean, just made no sense. No sense. Meanwhile, he's calling his son up, AJ. Could you send me money? Could you send me money? Just really running up bills up the ass. Can't pay it. I mean, just a real in jail, like Joey says. You watch somebody for 3 days. Junior, you watch him for 3 days, he's with the druggies. He's just disgusting. As much Mosey boy, as much as I enjoy mob stories, I feel it would be disrespectful to all you guys if I posted a comment about the life because I was never and never. No, post it. Post your comment. Post your comment. That's your opinion. I respect that. But when people start telling me, when I posted on Jeff's thing, this guy's a liar, he said, Dom, that's your opinion. No, Jeff, it's a fact. I was there. I was there with him. I seen his actions. I seen what he was doing. We had conversations. He said he was never with Sammy. He was with Sammy in the Witsack unit. So I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he was that high he didn't even remember Sammy there. He's just a piece of garbage. The guy's a garbage can. Thank you on the 20,000 subs. Yes, we achieved that goal. So hopefully we'll start building and growing some more. People, go to egvodka.com. Order it today. 100% gluten-free, organic. Order 6 bottles or more. Put the promo code FluffFluff. Shipping is on me. I'll pay for your shipping. Thank you. Excellent vodka. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it. Really good. Did you know him in the streets? No, I did not know Junior in the streets. Missed him different times. Cornbread, Dom. You don't see Jeff's true color. You didn't see Jeff's true colors earlier. You know, Cornbread? No, I didn't. I always stuck up for him. I liked him. Even on my first show that I did, I have to repeat this show. I was nice. I was kind with my words. But you know what? After receiving the text messages from Jeff to take down the thing, copyright infringements, and then what ticked me off wasn't about taking it down. I won't go public. Like, you won't tell everybody you made me take it down. You piece of shit. So now you're extorting me. Now you're extorting me. Jeff Napoo just extorted me, basically. So I'll put it out there, Jeff. You could go public. Go public all you want. Your colors are out. Your colors are out. You know what? And you'll never get anything from me again. That's for sure. So, and I hope Mikey Scars and RJ, they open up their eyes with you as well. You're just you are a piece of shit too. You and Junior are perfect for each other. So hope you guys have a good drug-induced state and come on live and tell fantasy stories. Xavier James, to be fair, the genre sat down with Gene said he sat down with captains and underbosses too. If Gene said that, they didn't sit down with well, you know what? Let me reiterate this. Gene did sit down with, not at sit downs. Not at sit downs. Gene was around Ronnie G. Alonzo, who became a captain in the Bonanno crime family. So he was there with them. I'm talking about sit downs. The way Junior relayed that, I sat down with captains, underbosses. Listen, I sat down, I was with bosses my whole life. Before I was even, I didn't say I sat down with them. When you use the terminology, I sat down with them, means you had sit downs with them. You spoke on behalf of somebody. That's what that means. Because I was around bosses. You'll never hear me say, before I was in the life, I was around bosses, under bosses, captains. I never said I sat down with bosses back before I was made. I sat down with bosses. No, that means you sit down. If you say you're around, it's a different story. So make sure you have that straight as well. Mike R. Somebody, theologian, Jeff's a rat. Well, he wanted to tell on me and write copyright infringement because I use his the verbiage. So, but that's okay. LOL, he came off as a creep liar. This is from Mike R. LOL, he came off as a creep liar. And of course, Nadeau's platforms him. Of course. Lets him get away with saying, I wore a wire on my father-in-law to save him. I know. Wait, the best is he only wore the wire 4 days. I heard he wore the wire a lot more than 4 days because there was 6 different tapes on Bonanno guys that everybody wound up taking pleas, and they got pleas. Okay, if they were facing 4 years, 5 years, they all got pleas 6 months, 3 months, 4 months. You know why? Because the government knew they couldn't put the garbage can Hector Pagan on the stand because Hector Pagan lied and tried saying that Richie Riccardi shot the check cashing guy when he didn't. That's the lowest scumbag move a person could ever do in life, for sure. Jeff is a Riri who uses Aquanet in the dollar store hairpiece. Well, John Wayne, never liked Nadeau. Always thinks he's right. If you disagree with him, he'll throw a fit and insult you like a sensitive baby. The kid reads off Wikipedia anyway. You know what? You're probably right. And folks, I'll air some laundry out. What I didn't like when we put the channel together, Patreon, he did all the work to put it together. And I trust him in building things because I don't know. I'm new to all this. I'm like, okay, Jeff, we'll shoot, but let's do 4 or 5 episodes at once so we have inventory. So during 1 week, if something comes up, we could change it. What I didn't like was if we set a certain time, all of a sudden he's changing the times on me, the days on me. Dom, could you do this date? And I'm accommodating. When I need to change it, it's no good. And right away, that's why I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I told him, take it down. You're not going to use me like that. I'm not doing it. So cornbread we have. Jeff lost 250 pounds and his head got bigger. I didn't know YouTube fame could go to someone's head. It is what it is. So what can you do? LOL. This is from Orgy Boy. LOL. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A lot of folks jump on YouTube posting videos in different genres thinking they're celebrities. Yeah, no, it really. It's sad. It's really sad that he's going to come on, text me immediately to take down a show. So you know what? I do another one. I'll do a repeat. Thanks, Jeff. This one's even better. You know why? Because your voice is not on it. ZG. Dom is really that guy. Him and Gorgeous held it down. You can YouTube other people talking about how the Bronx Bonannos held it down. You know what? At one time we did. It does break my heart. The guy's in jail for life, but he has a way out. And he should have kept his mouth shut. We would have never gotten locked up. They would have never had cases. And you'll hear a lot. February 14th, this coming February 14th, will be our year anniversary, which was the Valentine's Day Massacre with Michael Knows. And you'll hear more about Mikey Knows coming on with maybe a special guest. And then we have it in memory of Dominic Quiet Dom Cirillo, the former boss, acting boss of the Genovese crime family. So stay tuned for that. Maddie liked the beard. Yeah, she likes it. I'll be shaving it soon, sometime soon, I guess. Once I feel better, that I start putting some weight back on, then I'll put it on. I dropped about 20 pounds. So, Xavier James, how could the government even use actual shooters to flip? They do. They do. Listen, I was one of the shooters in the Frank Santoro murder. They do. And it's sad that the shooting, they weren't set out to kill the guy. They didn't even know idiot was going to fire the gun. He shot the guy in the leg. So he shot him not with the intentions to kill him, but as luck would have it, he hit a main artery. The guy bled to death. And it's a shame. Ronnie Petrino and Richie Riccardi are doing life in prison. Two good guys. I did time with them. So Bigfoot turkey. Lee Cole looks like a long haul trucker with hemorrhoids. Everybody's different. What can you do? Xavier James. Let's see what we have. Listen, I have 3 uncles that are home from murders, brothers, fathers, a double murder. Been down 26 years and got 85 to life. I can honestly say wearing a wire is the worst of the worst. And yeah, I agree. It's disgusting. It was even disgusting me telling. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I did. I did 10 years for a crime I didn't commit. I was always true to the game. At 22 years old, I was facing a death penalty. I was taking it to the rack, going to trial. Just before trial, they offered me a plea, took the plea. So even this case, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Oh, Vinny's big mouth got us jammed up. Telling Joe Messino, I killed him. Telling Joe Messino, we killed Frank Santoro. But this is before Joe flipped. Why would you tell him we're doing an unsanctioned hit? That could get us killed in itself. But you tell him, if Vinny keeps his mouth shut, we never get arrested, folks. Never. And then to make matters worse, you have idiot Michael Mancuso, the nose, another buffoon. He turns around, sends a message to me, tell Dominic he has nothing coming, broke up my whole crew, took everything from me. So it's like, you know what the hell am I doing here? Like, loyalty's both ways, and I'm getting shit on every which way. And that's when it was time for me to say goodbye. So, no, I know, but I'm saying how guys who just set it up get life, but the actual shooter gets a deal. No, what makes this one worse, Xavier? He lied to the government. He told the government Riccardi was the one that shot him. The government should supposed to rip his agreement up for that one. I'm sorry. Or you know what, Junior, you're getting 30 years. And they should have gave them pleas after that one, knowing that. That's where the government, messed up. And I'll keep it real. That's definite. So I agree with that. You got a raw deal from the Bonanno crime family. I did, but you know what? I turned it around, did what I had to do. It breaks my heart, but I'm out of the life, so it made me a better person. Nadeau and Cole, this is from BK. Nadeau and Cole are bums, Dom. Think because they read some Wikipedia page, they know the streets. Just like the street guys. Yep. And you know what? That's what pissed me off when the dude said, I commented that the guy's lying. Well, that's your opinion, Dom. And then he texted me, said I should have offlined it. Should have offlined it. The guy's lying. You're letting him lie? That's okay? Wow, that's disgusting. I don't associate myself with that. To me, that's zero integrity. So, John Wayne, anyone seen the dude's boxing match? His hands, skills are pathetic, and that's an understatement. My 6-year-old could probably. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. Matthew H. He was already cooperating when he did it. See, I don't know if he was or he wasn't. If he was already cooperating, the government's supposed to rip his agreement up. I don't think he was. I don't think he was when he shot him. Uh, I think he shot him, and then the whole time that he was out there, that's when the government started hearing things about some other dealings. That's when they went to lock him up, and he says he'll wear a wire, work with them. I don't think that was the case, but who knows? I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. Matthew H. Oh, okay, I already read that. They didn't want him to look. They don't. They didn't want to look like fools. Yeah, no, I know. Phil, you did the right thing. You did the right thing now. Oh, I'm sorry. You did the right thing now. You have a life and everything is great. No, I know. I definitely know that. We have Victor. Did you hear about Dom Shakes? No, getting guys arrested for home invasion. No, I didn't. Bigfoot. Hey Dom, when you are in the life, do you have to maintain a level of meanness and seriousness? I'd imagine it gets exhausting. Not really. You just have to be. You can't show emotions as far as compassion. You have to be much harder, but you can be firm. And yes, it is. You have to always be on point, especially when you're around guys. So, and that's the way it is. So, listen, guys. Thank you again for all the love and support. And listen, I'll always keep it real. I'll always keep people straight, especially in this genre. If it wasn't for guys like myself, Scars, Franchase, Sammy, A-Light, Gene, we wouldn't have this genre. We wouldn't have it. They would have nothing to talk about. So guys like Napoo, the Coles, and all the other guys should be happy that we're on, that we give them something to talk about. So with that, everybody have a great evening. Wish everybody the best. Much love and respect. Please drink responsibly. And if you do drink, get egvodka.com. Go there, order it today. 100% gluten-free, organic. You'll love it. And what do we have? We have Benny. Dom, I live in Pelham Bay since my birth. I came to the realization that the mob doesn't give a F-U-C-K, for the neighborhood. What do you think? In my day, the mob did care about the neighborhood, but nowadays, no, it doesn't. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. You don't have that stability anymore. You don't have that camaraderie. It's totally different. So, what's your email, Dom? My email, I'll post it right now. This way you have it. DOMMINIC. There's my email below. So you have it. You can email me. Listen, everybody, have a great weekend. Wish everybody the best. We have Bali in the house. Yes. Love from Bali. That's a first. So thank you so much. Scotland in the house. Thank you. Really, Joseph, everybody. It's good to be back coming on. And just everybody, have a great weekend. Peace out. Much love and respect. And stay tuned for February 14th. You'll be surprised with what's coming out. Peace out.